Actuality, I'm all set. It'll be a piece of cake. Actually, everything I have told you was a lie. Actually, a band should be rough. Actually, a mask doesn't help very much. Actually, a president of a US record company came up with the idea. Actually, a yellow rose is for your sick grandma. Actually, after 2 would be good. Actually, animals with innate defect never survive. Actually, Billy Trent is gay now, so that one's not really our fault. Actually, Booney was more than just another rapper. Actually, both of his arms are misshapen. Actually, come to think of it, it was a long time ago. Actually, cook may be a bit of a stretch. Actually, doing it, not so much. Actually, Dawn, not that great. Actually, everything is more important. Actually, Georgia did start the war, as far as I can tell. Actually, he answers it with an inscrutable smile. Actually, he can swim and he can drive a manual car. Actually, he doesn't have a cough. Actually, he is a big cheese in the committee. Actually, he joined this company the same year I did. Actually, he may not be applying. Actually, he was Christmas shopping. Actually, he's not that far off the mark, you know? Actually, he's the smallest person in the world. Actually, his armbands sometimes match his ties. Actually, I am in favor of a fully elected second chamber. Actually, I am not good at English. Actually, I am not too keen. Actually, I am quite taken with Joe Biden. Actually, I am struggling with 2 things. Actually, I broke up with my girlfriend. Actually, I could go for a salad right now. Actually, I did it, Ross. Actually, I didn't really, not at first. Actually, I do 1000 sit UPS every morning. Actually, I do have a teddy bear in my bed. Actually, I don't know anything about it. Actually, I don't know if it really is him. Actually, I don't like it, but I can live with that. Actually, I don't really remember my dad. Actually, I don't remember that much. Actually, I don't think it's any of my business. Actually, I feel a little depressed. Actually, I find Marion's views far too progressionist. Actually, I got a cold because I climbed the mountain in spite of the rain last weekend. Actually, I graduated several days ago. Actually, I had no intention to hurt your feelings. Actually, I have a friend waiting for me downstairs. Actually, I have already seen and heard much too much of it. Actually, I have not been able to speak to him. Actually, I have one. What's the procedure for applying to a business school? Actually, I have some company. Actually, I have to leave soon. Actually, I haven't had it that long. Actually, I hope they throw the book at Willie. Actually, I just found a few more. Actually, I just had a piece of cake a little while ago. Actually, I just had one more thing to ask. Actually, I just used a cake mix. It's so simple. Actually, I kinda need to talk to you too. Actually, I lost track of an ex-girlfriend. Actually, I might have something for your allergy. Actually, I miss them a lot. Actually, I need help with a lot of things. Actually, I need to ask you a favor. Actually, I need to borrow a few things. Actually, I prefer ivory tone for tear effect. Actually, I said she abandoned me to write jingles. Actually, I think I'm rather dull. Actually, I think Korean is the most interesting language in the world. Actually, I took her to the planetarium. Actually, I tried to play on Sunday but I got rained out. Actually, I want to ask you a favor. Actually, I want to fly on a broomstick, too. Actually, I want to show you something. Actually, I was about to leave for work. Actually, I was gonna do some laundry. Actually, I was hoping for news on production of Tron 2. Actually, I was thinking about it. Actually, I was wondering about him because he hadn't called. Actually, I work in local government. Actually, I'd like to reserve a suite if you have any available. Actually, I'll probably have to be 67. Actually, I'm full too. Actually, I'm going to slip out of here. Actually, I'm here for the first time. Actually, I'm here to meet a friend. Actually, I'm in the mood for chicken. Actually, I'm Irish. Actually, I'm just a nurse. Actually, I'm kind of happy to be leaving. Actually, I'm not a bad-looking guy. Actually, I'm not sure what you are saying. Actually, I'm on the hiring committee, so there'll be at least one friendly face. Actually, I'm scared witless, but don't write that. Actually, it cost me an arm and a leg. Actually, it is a hard job. Actually, it is an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Actually, it is easier than writing an English essay. Actually, it is not as easy as you think, I'm afraid. Actually, it is not so much a religion as a religion social system. Actually, it is very reasonable. Actually, it makes our lives more convenient. Actually, it stopped working last night. Actually, it took a long time for Naver to be successful. Actually, it turned out to be a lot of fun. Actually, it was a forum post. Actually, it was a globe with a light in it. Actually, it was a very hard challenge. Actually, it was just a candy bar. Actually, it was only a few weeks. Actually, it was such a trivial matter which caused the separation. Actually, it was the intention that this question be answered during the previous session. Actually, it wasn't a very good kite. Actually, it will help you get better grades. Actually, it's a bit of a mess. Actually, it's a very common scent. Actually, it's almost impossible, though. Actually, it's like comedy, action, adventure. Actually, it's more like this. Actually, it's next week. Actually, it's not her fault. Actually, it's not pies, it's just pie. Actually, it's nothing new to me. I've won a lot of awards, such as. Actually, it's the middle part of my first name. Actually, it's the movie theater that has the time schedule. So you don't miss the beginning. Actually, it's quite, typical behavior when you have this kind of dysfunctional group dynamic. Actually, I've been busy for the last few weeks with that big project. Actually, I've been playing a lot of love songs lately. Actually, I've thought about making a duet album for 2 years. Actually, just call me a pig. Actually, meeting people in person matters. Actually, Monica and I are engaged. Actually, my English is not good, but I think I did my best. Actually, my science class was very interesting. Actually, no, I just loved one thing. Actually, no, Joey's your friend and you don't really know me that well. It would be weird. Actually, not a bad song. Actually, not long ago, I saw something I shouldn't have. Actually, our office is just on the next floor. I can drop by next Monday if that's okay. Actually, over the past few months. Actually, Phoebes, it's more of a husband and wife kinda thing. Actually, she is quite a good singer. Actually, she taught me Korean last year. Actually, she's a paleontology doctoral candidate, specializing in the Cenozoic era. Actually, she's right down the street, do you know what? You should stop by and say hi. Actually, something has come up at work and I won't be able to leave for a while. Actually, taking a nap can also be helpful. Actually, that whole neighborhood is very interesting. Actually, that works for us too. Actually, that's a bit of a gray area. Actually, that's not what it says. Actually, the feds are in a double bind. Actually, the first one was awesome. Actually, the reality is just the opposite. Actually, the school doesn't need you. Actually, there was a time that I wanted you. Actually, there's one thing I have always been curious about. Actually, they are enjoying a festival called Songkran. Actually, they have been enormously successful. Actually, they're just moving to a cheaper location. Actually, this crisis is a blessing in disguise. Actually, this is my first time here too. You should ask someone else. Actually, this is quite interesting. Actually, this is sort of a special thing. Actually, this isn't true anymore. Actually, Actually, was only told that once. Actually, we can't. It's really windy. Actually, we did not recognize such a risk. Actually, we do what we want. Actually, we should start from online. Actually, we were quite pleased that we were able to do that. Actually, we wrote the lyrics together. Actually, we're just go ahead and leave that open. Actually, we're just pulling your leg. Actually, we're out of the lobster ravioli. Actually, you are on a diet, remember? Actually, you have a good bargain. Actually, you know what? Actually, S is an abbreviation of superior. Actually, a lot of people are starving in the word. Actually, a perpetual flux is required. Actually, a reporter worked it out. Actually, accounting discovered who was embezzling this morning. Actually, Terry wants you to take the training again, whenever. Actually, Alan, great minds think alike. Actually, Albie is the guy I broke up with. Actually, all fired up color doesn't match with warm toned skin. All fired up. Actually, all I want is an aspirin. Actually, all the senior comedians in the gag concert serve as mentors. Actually, almost everyone in my class uses them. Actually, another bit of good news for her. Actually, as of this moment, he's your snitch. Actually, at this point, blackmail ceases to be a threat. Actually, at this point, I was so excited I was jumping up and down on my sofa. Actually, being a better friend is not very difficult. Actually, being vegan is why you got picked to be on the show. Actually, Bill, I think it's her persona. Bill. Actually, both. You may know that the bicycle means a lot to me. Actually, Brown wrote songs before becoming a writer. Actually, can I ask you a favor? Actually, can I ask you something? Actually, can I have a red one? Actually, can you help us unload? Actually, China has only bought Google to preclude Google buying China. Actually, customer satisfaction declined in all three areas. Actually, deep down we knew that all along. Actually, didn't you say you wanted to go too? Actually, Dr. Watson, you surmise wrong. Actually, earlier this week, I went to my friend Charlie's house. Actually, energy drinks may cause serious health problems. Actually, I do own a copy of that. Actually, everything in Arabic was indecipherable to me. Actually, fall is my favorite season. Actually, farm life is very exciting. Actually, for our new children's book project. Actually, General, he doesn't mean that. Actually, giving birth to 3 babies isn't that different from giving birth to 1. Actually, he came to the party. Actually, he did it of his own free will. Actually, he did it of his own volitions. Actually, he did seem a little upset. Actually, he divorced me this morning. Actually, he doesn't need to be careful. Actually, he fulfilled his requirement last year. Actually, he has stomach cancer. Actually, he has 10 times more experience than you do. You'd better listen to him. You've got a lot to learn yet. Actually, he hasn't been eating well for about a week, and he doesn't seem to have any energy. Actually, he is a bit unstable and very temperamental. Actually, he is considered the inventor of ice cream. Actually, he is getting closer on the talking thing. Actually, he is good at computer. Actually, he is not a bad man. Actually, he just made a $5,000 down payment on the car. Actually, he just works in the lunchroom. Actually, he made several attempts to quit. Actually, he never signed the papers. Actually, he really loves exotic food. Actually, he took the company plane. Actually, he wanted to ask you something. Actually, he was temperamental, violent. Actually, he was the most considerate and warm-hearted person I've ever worked with. Actually, he'd been sick for a long time. Actually, he's a lot like you in many ways. Actually, he's a very nice fellow. Actually, he's angry at the girl. Actually, he's been blamed for bringing you aboard. Actually, he's buying a much bigger place. Actually, he's champing at the bit. I guess vacation got boring for him. Actually, he's just a regular guy. Actually, he's not available right now. Actually, he's not supposed to eat any spicy food for a while. Actually, he's nothing like me. Actually, he's right. Actually, his father shares the same unusual coloring. Actually, his post-retirement career looked pretty good. Actually, his voice is more genteel than that. Actually, honey, it was a guava smoothie. Actually, honey, it's already been started. Actually, honey, you did kind of shoot your mouth off. Actually, how do you do that? Actually, I admire her conviction. Actually, I agree that you and Princess are reputable. Actually, I almost forgot. I'm absent-minded these days. Thanks anyway. Actually, I am a bit nervous. Actually, I am a student. Actually, I am bad at English. Actually, I am deficient in basic human information. Actually, I am focusing on school. Actually, I am having so much fun with him. Actually, I am not that busy. Actually, I am not. Actually, I am still watching the story unfold as I type. Actually, I am suffering from a cold too. Actually, I ask to annoy you a lot. Actually, I ate all your donuts. Actually, I ate fast food for 4 days in a row. Actually, I believe that's a spleen. Actually, I broke up with her, so I'll be coming by myself. Actually, I called him a few times myself last week. Actually, I called his brother. He said that he has heard neither hide nor hair from Chris. Actually, I can get a hold of you anytime I want. Actually, I can live without money. Actually, I can show you some moves right here. Actually, I can't even get myself in. Actually, I can't make it. Sorry. Actually, I can't say that I have. Actually, I can't see it. Actually, I can't think of a better country to live in. Actually, I can't think of a better way to describe them. Actually, I commit to every person I love. Actually, I could do it for you on my computer. Actually, I could not hurt a fly. Actually, I could use your help. Actually, I couldn't even hurt a fly. Actually, I couldn't watch the whole game. Actually, I decided to do it on my own. Actually, I did not hurt a fly. Actually, I did. Actually, I didn't care for it. Actually, I didn't do it alone. Actually, I didn't even know it was April Fool's Day. Actually, I didn't get a good look at him. Actually, I didn't know the magazine was paying. Actually, I didn't need to ask. Actually, I didn't tell you that before. Actually, I didn't think about it at all really. Actually, I didn't think he liked me very much. Actually, I do feel more relaxed now. Actually, I do have one small complaint. Actually, I do own a copy of that. Actually, I do speak Spanish. Actually, I do, but that's not it. Actually, I do. I really, really do. Actually, I do. Let's see. Ah. Here it is. Actually, I don't agree to it. Actually, I don't believe I'll join you tonight. Actually, I don't completely understand that one. Actually, I don't consider it gratuitous. Actually, I don't consider you at all. Actually, I don't eat chicken. Actually, I don't enjoy eating. Actually, I don't even know where I am. Actually, I don't even need to talk. Actually, I don't feel so well. I think I'll leave a little early today. Actually, I don't find it hard to carry her on my back because she's light. Actually, I don't give a damn. Actually, I don't have a TV. TV. Actually, I don't have a TV. What was it about? TV. Actually, I don't have an interest in talking with you. Actually, I don't have any plans for tomorrow night. Actually, I don't have anything against plastic surgery. Actually, I don't have to convince anyone. Actually, I don't intend to be alone. Actually, I don't know that it's really over. Actually, I don't know what it means. Actually, I don't know why I didn't think of this. Actually, I don't know why I was chosen. Actually, I don't like going out to eat when I have a heavy schedule. Actually, I don't like ice cream that much. Actually, I don't like martinis. Actually, I don't like to be classified as a cotmonym. Actually, I don't like to be tied down. Actually, I don't like to think that far into the future. Actually, I don't live in India. Actually, I don't object to either. Actually, I don't pretend to be anything when I'm with her. Actually, I don't really remember my dad. Actually, I don't smoke. I was just wondering if this was a smoke-free environment. Actually, I don't think I have a pen. Actually, I don't think I'll be getting out of here today. Actually, I don't think it's good to go back to the place you've left once. Actually, I don't think you need to. I'm going to give you some antibiotics in a cough mixture that you can take at night. I'll write you out a prescription now. Actually, I don't think. Actually, I don't want to be announced. Actually, I don't want to know. Actually, I don't want you to ask her anything. Actually, I drove over here. Actually, I even have a present for you. Actually, I feel the same way. Actually, I felt no fear while shooting those action scenes. Actually, I forgot about it.